We are here. We are in Dallas. The billboards, those are a thing of the past. We will just say we are very pleased tonight to bring you West Albany basketball from Dallas High School. The three of us, as usual, Ryan Pitts, Wally Ordeman, and Jeff Kiter. Very pleased to have you with us here tonight. In lieu of the vocabulary words, which I have used, those vocab words found at West Albany High School throughout the year, and I've tried to work them into the broadcast. They don't have vocabulary words up here at Dallas anywhere, so I'm going to go instead with a magic number tonight. That magic number simply is 3. There are 3 of us here tonight to broadcast the game. There are 3 games remaining in the regular season. Our focus tonight is on the Bulldog wearing number 3 and his proficiency with threes. Chad Sherwood, who in his last 3 games is 18 of 22 from three-point range, 81.8% over his last 3 games. In those 3, 23, 29, and 26 points. The Bulldogs have won 3 straight by virtue of the 3.
Oh, man, that's quite the lead-in right there. And what do you say about Chad Sherwood? It has been special to watch. Chad has just been lighting it up from the outside, and a lot of it has just him getting to the right spots, his teammates finding him the ball. The Bulldog bigs working from inside to out, finding him on the outside, and he is stroking it right now. It's been a pleasure. It's just been such a treat to watch, and have no reason to believe he won't continue that hot streak.
This is just kind of an emphasis on the numbers that Chad has put up in his last 3. Again, 18 of 22. He was 7 of 8 against Lebanon a week ago Tuesday, 6 of 7 last Friday against Crescent Valley, 5 of 7 this past Tuesday against Woodburn for that 18 of 22 stretch. Now, this is what some other top three-point shooters in NBA history have done. Kyle Korver holds the NBA record for three-point field goal percentage in a season at 53.6 in the 2009-2010 season. His best 3-game stretch during that year was 9 of 14 at 64.2%. Steve Kerr is second on that list. His best 3-game stretch was 8 for 12, 66.7%. And the guys that are 1 and 2 on the list for all-time three-point field goals made in the NBA, Ray Allen is number 1. His best 3-game stretch, he did hit 19 in a 3-game stretch out of 27, though, for 70.4%. That was in 2001-2002. For Reggie Miller, in the 89-90 season, he had a 3-game stretch where he hit 16 of 25. Now, you can find statistics to back up just about any point that you might ever make, and that's in the NBA against premier defenders. So obviously there's a little bit of a difference there. But we're saying those are the best guys that have ever shot the three-point field goal, and Chad Sherwood has beaten them in his last 3.
It has been absolutely incredible. And I was anxious to hear those stats because I knew you'd done that recently. You did tease me, and I was kind of anxious to see what you would come up with. But what do you say? Chad is it's just been something to be able to watch, and it excites everybody when he hits the long range bomb. And I'm telling you, these aren't toes on the line type threes. He is shooting it from all sorts of range. And what that does to defenders is it wakes up future defenders that, hey, they've got to come a little bit further out. He's shooting some of these shots from a range where you don't think you have to get a hand up on him, and he's getting them to fall. It's really been something. And a lot of that is created by the Bulldog bigs and what a presence they are. That trio there, you've got Josh Bryant, you've got Jalen Schlegel, and certainly Nate Sherwood. When you've got that kind of size, you have to pay attention in there. It's got to open up things from the outside. Chad and Sawyer Reed, too. Sawyer can bring it from the outside. Those guys are lighting it up.
Now, Chad Sherwood, of those 5 threes on Tuesday, had all 5 in the first 4 minutes and 20 seconds, give or take, of the first quarter. From that point on, he did not hit another 3. In fact, he did not try another 3. And as I say that, Chad warming up from the right wing just hit a 3. So we may be in for another good night from Chad. But at the start of the second half, West Albany was in a fight against Woodburn, and it was Jalen Schlegel who came up big, scored the first 10 points of the third quarter for West Albany. The Bulldogs very quickly got that lead up to 14. They never looked back. Jalen finished with a double, 22 and 10.
Jalen's playing an exciting brand of basketball right now as he's playing with an intensity that I don't know that we've seen over the first few games of the first part of the season. He really seems to be dedicating himself to the power game. He's getting great position down low where we know his footwork is incredible. He's going to score when he gets the ball down low, but he is grabbing rebounds and swatting shots right now like nobody's business. He's a force right now, and when you've got that inside out presence like that, very difficult for teams to defend you.
West Albany 14-7 overall, 8-3 now in the Mid-Willamette Conference. Dallas coming in 5-15, 2-9 in the Mid-Willamette Conference, and losers now of 8 consecutive games. We will take a break, come back, and give you your nightly update of the power rankings, which loom larger and larger with every passing game. We'll tell you where they stand tonight after this break at 9:20 KSHO.
If you'd like to do it yourself or need helpful advice doing it, your neighborhood Ace Hardware and Contractor Center can help. Economy Supply Building Center has been that helpful place for over 58 years. Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street in Lebanon.
Need some electrical work in your home or business, but it just seems like too small of a job to call the pros? No matter what the job, call City and Suburban Electric. Proud to be a contributing member of our community. City and Suburban Electric. Call 451-5609.
Lassen RV in Albany has the new RV models on the lot now, ready for you to buy. Lassen RV Service Department has a new truckload of parts and accessories on sale just in time for fall fix-up. From changing a light bulb to rebuilding your entire RV. No job is too big or too small for Lassen RV in Albany, where friends send their friends.
Join the fun at the Albany Athletic Club. Group fitness classes from low-impact dance to traditional circuit training, plus racquetball and more. Watch your waistline shrink and your health improve every day. Start now at the Albany Athletic Club on Hickory next to Tom's Garden Center.
Unforgettable 920.
Well, if you know me, you know that I believe Friday night should be pizza night. And before, during, or after the game in Albany, you can grab a hot and ready $5 pizza at Little Caesars. That's across from the mall on Geary Street. The new and only Little Caesars in Albany. Time for your power rankings update. West Albany currently stands at 7th in 5A. The top 8 teams will receive a first-round bye. Teams 9 through 24 will battle to face those top 8 to go down to Matthew Knight Arena in the state tournament. West actually dropped a spot just in the last day. I didn't work today, so I printed this out yesterday, and since yesterday, there's been a mess. I've made all sorts of corrections on this already, but the biggest change that we're worried about is West Albany moved from 6th to 7th. They dropped right around 1 percentage point. Milwaukee moved up 6 percentage points by beating Sherwood. Now, with what's left in the regular season, as we've said many times over the last few games, West does not have a lot of opportunities to improve their position. They face the teams that are currently 36th, 21st, and 33rd in the power rankings in their final 3 games. The team they really have to worry about, there are 2. Eagle Point is the number 9 team in the power rankings, currently trailing West Albany by 21 points in the RPI. Eagle Point has 1 game left. That's against 28th ranked and 1 win Ashland. So that win won't do them much good. Wilsonville is 10th. They trail West Albany by 25 percentage points. They play the 37th, 19th, and 30th ranked teams in the power rankings. So that won't help them a whole lot. Marist dropped precipitously. They are down to 528 points, which is 40 behind West. The bottom line is this. I've just thrown a lot of numbers at you. If West Albany wins out, they're going to be fine. If they win, they will wind up in the top 8. I think that seems fairly certain. But that's a lot of pressure also in these final 3 games.
It is. And West Albany, they have to take care of their business. We've been saying that since the Silverton loss. We've said probably the Bulldogs need to win out to be able to get to lock in a top 8 spot, which is certainly the goal. You get a bye in the first round of the playoffs. You get a home game in the second round. 1 win can, at that point, can get you to Matt Knight Arena, and that's certainly the goal. The Bulldogs, we would anticipate would take care of Dallas tonight. Won't help them. We hope that it doesn't hurt them in the power rankings. Like you said, it's unlikely there will be any movement after this game if West should win. Then everything points to the Corvallis game, which can give you a little bit of a bump. If Milwaukee can be helped by beating Sherwood,
right,
West Albany can be helped by beating Corvallis. But let's not look too far ahead. They've got a game to win here at Dallas tonight.
Yeah, it's a tough place to play, as the freshmen in JV have already found out tonight. Both the freshmen and the JV for West Albany did win, but found themselves in more of a battle than I think either team expected. The freshmen in one of the, how should I put this delicately, most strangely officiated first halves I think we've ever seen. We're down by 1 at the half, wound up winning, what did you say, by 7?
One by 6.
1 by 6, okay. So they wound up pulling that out in the second half, got their lead, I think, as big as 13. The JVs trailed, I think, by as much as 5 to Dallas in the fourth quarter before pulling away late and winning by 7 or 8. But both those teams were in a fight. It is a Dallas team that has lost 8 straight, but certainly has some talent. They lost by 21 the first time to West Albany, but they're capable, of course, as any team is on any given night, of pulling an upset.
Yeah, they're playing here at home, which is a very difficult place to play. They call it the Den, and it's a kind of a confining feeling gym. We've talked about this before, you and I up here near the rafters, and a little bit darker gym than what you see a lot of times. It's a tough place to play. It's a Friday night. There's a good crowd here from Dallas, one high school in Dallas, and they do bring the fans. One of those games where West has to be sure that they aren't looking ahead to Tuesday and the Corvallis game. Got to take care of this first. West Albany's seasoned veterans, and they've been playing at a very high level. I got to believe they want to go into the weekend feeling good about things.
And it gets loud here, too. It's the Fieldhouse-style gym, very old-style gym. We've always commented that the court actually looks a little bit shorter here than it does anywhere else. It just has a feeling of being closed in. And when things go well for Dallas, this crowd makes a lot of noise. So West Albany hoping to keep them quiet here tonight. Dallas and West Albany tip-off just a couple of minutes away. We're going to have starting lineups and the national anthem. So we'll take a timeout and continue along here at 920 KSHO.
You will come out a winner at Power Honda. Their talented staff will show you how easy it is to get the vehicle you want and the payment you need. Check out mypowerhonda.com. Call 928-0122 or just go in to Power Honda, Highway 20 east of I-5 in Albany, your Honda Superstore.
Albany Burgerville is now featuring the Ham Havarti Sandwich, all natural Diamond Ranch ham layered with melted Havarti cheese on a toasted hoagie roll and the chocolate hazelnut milkshake. Pick up an Albany Burgerville rewards card now. Cash for every dollar spent. Albany Burgerville, fresh, local, sustainable.
We're Linco Federal Credit Union. Keep your money in Linn County with Linco Federal Credit Union. Enjoy a visit with one of our friendly staff at a neighborhood branch near you today. Linco Federal Credit Union in Albany, Lebanon, and Sweet Home. In Linn, you're in.
Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market across from the Heritage Mall has Senior Day, the first Tuesday of every month. $2 off every purchase of $15 or more. Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market. 100% satisfaction guaranteed across from the Heritage Mall with bargains on the brands you trust.
920 KSHO.
Welcome back here to Dallas High School. I need to make a public apology to the city of Dallas. I mentioned this on the way up. At the end of the broadcast on Tuesday night, I said I always kind of dread this trip up here because it feels like it's always kind of a dreary drive. Typically when we come up here in February, it's cold, it's rainy, it's dark. This is about as nice a day I think we've ever had driving up here. Beautiful blue skies, views of the mountains. Could not be a better day to drive up here. Got to ride with few. Couldn't have been any better.
It was a winner all the way around, and I tell you what, it was a beautiful drive and had a lot of fun. We always have fun catching up on these trips.
Oh yeah,
yep. Wasn't as horrible as some of the trips we've had up here.
No, one of the nicer drives up here. The starting fives have been introduced. As I fear that we're about to have our national anthem, I'll try to get into them quickly. Sawyer Reed for West Albany, joined again by Brandon Dixon. Good to see him back in the starting lineup. Chad Sherwood, Nate Sherwood, Jalen Schlegel. And as we will get our anthem here very quickly, the five for Dallas, which I'll say again in a moment. Tyler Sommerfeld, Spencer McCarron, Hayden Brodus, Cole Church, Zachary Benford. A timeout. And we'll come back here at 920 KSHO.
Family owned and operated since 1979, Crabtree Auto stresses the small stuff when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. An oil change every 3,000 miles is a small thing now, but adds up to big rewards down the road. Crabtree Auto on Hill Street, just south of 9th in Albany.
Now is the time to buy a car at Mark Thomas Motors. 4 generations in the auto business and here to stay. Mark Thomas Motors is big on supporting local events. 3 locations in Albany: Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Hyundai, GMC, Buick, Pontiac. Now is the time to buy a car at Mark Thomas Motors in Albany.
Just like the Bulldogs, Courtesy Corner Shell gives you everything they have every time you drive in. Fast and friendly service, windows always clean. Non-ethanol fuels for small engines, boats, and vintage cars available. You can't beat Courtesy Corner Shell near Queen on Pacific Boulevard. They'll be happy to see you.
Lynn Lane's in Lebanon, home of the best burger in town.
Place to bowl is Lynn Lane's Bowling Center on South Main Road in Lebanon. And the people are real nice. And the Head Pin Restaurant, I'd go there even if the bowling alley wasn't attached.
Good family fun. Bowling.
America's best music and the news you need. This is 920 KSHO, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.
Nicely done. Very nice version of the national anthem. A prolonged version of the national anthem, but very, very nicely done a cappella by gentlemen here at Dallas High School. Just about set for tip. Again, the starters, which I gave very quickly before the break. Sawyer Reed, the point guard for West Albany. He's a 5'10 senior, averaging 4.5 points per game. Brandon Dixon, the 6'1 senior, averaging 1.1. Chad Sherwood, the 6'2 senior, averaging 15.9. Nate Sherwood, the 6'8 junior, averaging an even 11. And Jalen Schlegel, the 6'8 senior, averaging 15.4. For Dallas, Tyler Sommerfeld, he is a 6-foot senior. Spencer McCarron on the wing, a 6-foot sophomore. Hayden Brodus, a 6'5 sophomore at a forward. Cole Church, the other forward, a 6'3 junior. And Zachary Benfit in the middle, the 6'4 senior. Nate Sherwood set to jump it up with Hayden Brodus at center circle. Nate wins the tip to his brother Chad. West Albany will control. Looking for a backdoor lob to Nate, who brings it down, will not throw it down, and feed it back up top to Chad. They were looking for the dunk off the opening tip. Nate did the smart thing to just bring it down, reset the offense. Sawyer Reed dribbles to the left wing, feeds Nate Sherwood just in front of the Dallas students. Left elbow to Chad, jumper on the way, back rim no good, and a rebound to Dallas.
He's inside his range.
Yeah, it's too close. Took that one from the left elbow. Dallas in front court with Tyler Sommerfeld. Working between the circles, now right for Brodus. Chad Sherwood, the defensive assignment there. As Brodus comes out to Benfit, the biggest dragon on the smallest bulldog, as Sawyer Reed had the matchup. Now down low, Brodus working into the paint. Fadeaway left-hand hook, good, as he threw it in over Nate Sherwood. 2-0 Dallas, 40 seconds into the first. Quickly the other way, Brandon Dixon feeding it into Nate. Lost the handle, loose in the corner. It'll stay with West Albany.
Bulldogs very quickly down the court there. Good transition right down there. Got it to Brandon Dixon, who got it into Nate. Just not able to hang on, but Bulldogs retain possession.
Sawyer Reed inbounds in the corner, the far end of the Dallas bench, brings it way up top to Brandon Dixon. And the Bulldogs set their offense against the Dallas man-to-man. Dixon crossing right, looking to hand it off to Reed, and does, just in front of the Dragon bench. Reed to Jalen Schlegel, right of the lane, juggled in the catch, got through the paint, kicks it out to Brandon. 3 on the way for Dixon, short, rebounded by Jalen Schlegel. He goes in the paint, goes up and lays it in with the right hand. So Jalen Schlegel aboard, and then a layup, 2-2, a little bit more than a minute gone by.
Boy, and how about that long stride from Jalen to get to the hoop?
Hayden Brodus going to pull a jumper left the lane. An air ball short, loose out of bounds. Last touch by West, they will say, off Chad Sherwood.
Oh, man. Chad,
right there was Zachary Benfit.
Yeah, Chad was headed down to the other end of the floor. He thought for sure that was off Dallas. Not so sure he's wrong.
I thought maybe Benfit had gotten a hand on it, but they'll say off Sherwood, belonging to the Dragons. 6:40 in the quarter as Sommerfeld plays it into Cole Church. Church driving along the baseline. Brandon Dixon has an arm around him, and there will be a foul. And that's the right call. Brandon Dixon had his right arm around the waist of Cole Church, almost like you do if you were giving somebody a pep talk. So foul number 1 on Brandon, foul number 1 on West Albany. Dallas inbounding underneath with Tyler Sommerfeld set to play it in. Brings it into McCarron, Spencer McCarron in the right corner. Looked to the foul line, had it tipped away and into back court, nearly stolen. Sommerfeld to a knee to chase it down nicely. Dallas keeps it. Brodus then throws it away in front court. Brandon Dixon trying desperately to chase that one down in back court. Tyler Sommerfeld won the race to the ball, but then his teammate threw it away. So West gets it back, tied at 2, 6:21 to go in the quarter, and now West turns it back. Sawyer Reed aiming for the corner, nobody home. Turnover Bulldogs.
Yeah, Chad, his man was overplaying him, so Chad went back door. So you're just not able to find him.
Sluggish start both ways as Dallas against full court pressure brings it ahead with Brodus off to the left for McCarron. Now Benfit deep 2 from the left corner. That's short. Rebounded by Jalen Schlegel. Looking for the quick outlet. Instead he'll bring it to Reed, who crosses the timeline. Weaving left to right. Gets it out to Dixon. Straight away to Schlegel. Schlegel backs his way to the left elbow. Hands it off to Nate Sherwood. Back out to Reed. High out on the left wing. Reed operates the offense. Look it in for Jalen. Left of the lane with the catch. One-on-one with Benfit. Looks to work his way inside. Underneath, Benfit turns around and puts it in with a little baby hook.
Boy, that footwork is just tremendous. And a lot of referees will think that that's a travel. Good job by the men in stripes to recognize that he kept that foot planted.
And it's going to get another turnover. We might have a dunk. Jalen out of the pack, and he missed the two-hand dunk. He missed it. Could not get his footing right. And Dallas comes the other way with it. In the corner, Brodus. Down low, Benfit. Spinning on Sherwood. Lays it up and in. And a 4-point swing there. Instead of a 6-2 Bulldog lead and a dunk, it's 4-4. 5:20 to play in the opening quarter. It's Reed straight away to Nate Sherwood. Off to the right for Chad. Still waiting for Chad to fire that first three as Dixon gets it straight away now to Reed, left wing. Dropping it down to the baseline for Nate. Now outside the key. Tries to go cross court. Tipped into the hands of Brandon Dixon, and he'll reset. To Jalen Schlegel at the foul line. And now they will call a walk on Jalen Schlegel. Quick substitution for Dallas. John Ritchie is in. And Hayden Brodus will check out. Josh Bryant, Cody LaHoda will come in for West Albany. 5:03 to go in the first quarter. Tied at 4.
Jalen gets that ball up at the high post. Saw a very quick opportunity to get himself to the rim. I think maybe just drop that back foot, which most referees will call. That's a travel.
So frustrating 2 trips down the floor for Jalen, missing the dunk on the prior trip. And now we're going to get a walk called on Dallas. And good D by Cody LaHoda, who was right there on John Ritchie, forcing Ritchie to shuffle the feet.
When you break the double team in that press and then you turn to head up the floor, you don't expect that third defender to come at you. Shook him up a little bit, created the turnover. Bulldog ball, 4-4. 5 minutes to go here in this quarter.
Jalen Schlegel will inbound it for the Bulldogs. Again, Bryant and LaHoda into the lineup. Chad Sherwood, Nate Sherwood checked out. As Schlegel gets it in up top to Brandon Dixon. Working with the left-hand dribble, comes back to the right for Reed. Going to size up a deep 3. Back rim, no good. Rebound tipped out by Bryant, kept alive to Dixon. Good job by Josh to keep the possession. Sawyer Reed pushes left, goes to the corner for LaHoda. Down low for Schlegel, bumped and fouled on the catch. It'll be the first Dallas foul. Comes with 4:44 to go in the first. I said 3s were wild in the pregame. 4s are wild right now. 4:44 in the quarter and tied at 4.
Bulldogs really haven't seemed to be in a flow yet in this game. We've seen flow the last few games with Chad just lighting it up.
Sawyer Reed hands it off to Brandon Dixon, gets it right back to Reed. Now to Jalen out behind the arc, sizing up the 3. Instead will drive in, had to go off his knee and stolen by Dallas. McCarron brings it the other way, and he'll pick up the dribble up high, go to the right corner for Ritchie. John Ritchie looking for help, pressured by LaHoda, nearly stolen by LaHoda. Inside it goes to Benfit, hounded by Bryant. Turnaround jumper, a wild one, air ball long, rebounded by Jalen Schlegel, who traveled because he was fighting Sawyer Reed for the ball. 2 Bulldogs had their hands on it, and Jalen wound up traveling.
Yeah, and he was desperately trying to keep that pivot foot down as Sawyer kind of lost his balance and moved himself into Jalen. Another Bulldog turnover here. 4:14 to go.
Brian Wadlow on the bench for West Albany signaling that he thought Jalen had kept the pivot foot down, but it is a turnover as Chad Sherwood returns for Brandon Dixon. Inside, Ritchie is going to draw a foul. John Ritchie driving through the lane is going to shoot 2, fouled in the act. As this one will go against Cody LaHoda, his first, the Bulldogs' second.
Really easy to see what Dallas' strategy is in this game right now, and that's to try and take it hard to the Bulldog bigs, create some foul trouble there. They are trying to get the ball into the paint. A lot of pump fakes, going up strong, trying to get some foul trouble on the Bulldogs.
Ritchie hits the first free throw. Dallas back in the lead by a point. As Nate Sherwood comes right back in, and Jalen Schlegel will check out. Hayden Brodus has also returned for Dallas. Zachary Benfit heading back to the bench. As Ritchie's second free throw is short, rebounded by Josh Bryant. 5-4 Dallas. 4:05 to go in the first quarter. West with the ball. As Sawyer Reed brings it up the floor, angling right. Pulls up on the wing, comes straight away to Chad. First 3 of the night for Chad. Off the left, no good. Rebounded by Josh Bryant. Again on the offensive glass. Out to Chad, going to size up a 3 left wing. That's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Cole Church. Stolen in backcourt by Nate Sherwood. Nate going to go in and had it stripped on the way up. It'll go out of bounds, staying with West Albany. But we said early, didn't want this dragging crowd to get involved, and they are. The students making a lot of noise because that one was knocked away from Nate.
Well, anything that's going to create some excitement in here is them being able to hang with the Bulldogs and these little things. A missed dunk by the Bulldogs, a block shot. All of these factors create this excitement and this loudness in this gym.
And Chad Sherwood, who had not missed more than 2 threes in any of his last 3 games, has missed his first 2 here tonight. 5-4 Dallas, 3:36 to go in a low-scoring first quarter. Chad up top being hounded. Gets it into Josh Bryant, left elbow. He's doubled. Comes cross-court to LaHoda to the baseline for Nate. Jumper there is too strong. Rebounded inside by LaHoda. He goes back up, can't hit with contact. Rebounded by Bryant, and he puts it in. West all over the offensive glass, and Josh Bryant finally converts.
A lot of contact down there. Not being called. Got to adjust to that.
First time I guess we can mention these are Salem Association officials, who we've mentioned several times in these broadcasts, how it's a little different up here. As Brodus goes to the corner, Church will fire a 3, an air ball long, and a whistle and a foul on West Albany on Cody LaHoda, and that's going to be his second.
That's Cody LaHoda just blocking out, just doing what you're taught there. With all the contact that's gone in this game, you cannot call that foul.
So LaHoda has to sit with 2 fouls. West Albany's 3rd team foul. Jalen Schlegel back in for West. Jesse Berkey in for the first time as Bryant checks out along with LaHoda. Way up top on the inbound, gets to McCarron. Now Broadus left wing, the lefty, spinning his way around Chad Sherwood. Smacked and blocked by Nate Sherwood. Picked up by Chad. Clean block by Nate. It was ready for Broadus' shot. Chad had it knocked away at the right elbow, loose on the floor, and picked up by Dallas. Church saved it to McCarron, now off to Sommerfeld. He comes to the right corner for Ritchie, guarded there by Nate Sherwood, spinning his way baseline. Gets it inside to Broadus, who traveled with the ball. Put the shoulder down into Chad Sherwood. It might have been an offensive foul, if not a travel. They got the walk first. The Bulldogs subbing liberally here in the first quarter. Josh Bryant back in, Chad Sherwood back out. Todd Zimmerman keeping his group very fresh.
Well, we've seen the Bulldogs want to play at a very quick pace here. Sawyer Reed really pushing the ball up the floor quickly.
Josh Bryant gets the catch just inside the arc near the top. Bryant puts it on the deck once, goes to the corner for Sawyer Reed. He's going to offer up a three and hit it from the right corner.
That's a big bucket right there. Hopefully creates some momentum here for the Bulldogs now.
9-5, West Albany. That 4-point lead, their biggest of the quarter. 2:10 to play. Sommerfeld working around the top of the key now to the foul line. Picks up the dribble, going to settle for a jumper. Missed it. All Bulldogs underneath. Jalen Schlegel the rebound. Up to Sawyer Reed. See if the Bulldogs want to push. Reed goes to the corner for Nate. Nate inside for Bryant. Good entry feed, and Bryant lays it in traffic. Nate Sherwood able to thread the needle. Bryant laid it in. Timeout Dallas with 1:53 to go in the quarter. It's a full. We'll break away for a minute and come back to KSHO.
Willamette Community Bank is proud to support local high school sports, music, and scholastic programs. Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, Vice President with Willamette Community Bank. Be part of the team and get behind our schools and our future leaders, serving you with branches in Albany and Lebanon.
Willamette Community Bank, service like no other, we promise. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Taking a detour down a gravel road isn't fun for you or your tires. Luckily at Les Schwab, along with great prices, all of our car or pickup tires come with the kind of protection most other places don't give you, like free flat repairs and more. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
The mission of Now Builders is treat every job like it's their only job, no matter how big or small, and they don't stop until their customer is 100% satisfied 100% of the time. Check out their portfolio of fine work at nowbuilders.com. Call Now Builders at 541-926-2858.
Figaro's in Albany now has the ultimate super combo and the ultimate super meat, only $16.99 or $17.99 baked. Albany Figaro's in front of Fred Meyer. And ask about their gluten-free crust. 541-924-9303.
Unforgettable 920.
It is a 7-0 West Albany run that has given them a 6-point lead with 1:48 to go in the first quarter. Dallas out of their timeout in backcourt. Now beating the 10-second call and stepping on the end line. It's Spencer McCarron, a Dallas turnover. So West will get it back. Good defense. Chad Sherwood is checked back in for West. Out there with Reed, Bryant, Nate Sherwood, and Schlegel.
Full court zone press there with Jalen Schlegel up top on that, those long arms.
Chad, a left wing three splash from the left wing. Chad hits a triple, his first of the night. And that would be number 19 in his last 4 games. A 9-point West Albany lead and a 10-0 run. There's Broadus. Bounces it left for Ritchie on the wing. Down to the baseline for Sommerfeld. Down inside. And into the corner it goes. McCarron, guarded by Sherwood, gets it to Broadus. Broadus off to the left for Ritchie. Ritchie giving it in to Josh Kibbe, who's just checked in. Kibbe to the corner for Ritchie. He'll launch a three and hit it. A triple for Ritchie, ending that 10-0 Bulldog run. West leads it by 6. Chad Sherwood, front court three. Good again. Uh-oh. He's lighting up. Chad Sherwood has hit 2 straight. 17-8 West Albany.
And Bulldogs immediately into this full court zone press. Jalen Schlegel very active up top.
Kibbe fires cross court for McCarron. In the right corner, now down inside for Sommerfeld. Posting up on Reed, goes to the hook and puts it in. The 6-foot Tyler Sommerfeld posting up the 5'10 Sawyer Reed. A little hook shot. I don't know how many of those Sommerfeld has hit this year, but it looked nice there. 17-10. Chad has it go right through his hands. Can Sawyer save it? He cannot. Into backcourt. And out of bounds. It will belong to Dallas.
30 seconds left here in this quarter. Things heating up a little bit.
It's a small gym. It gets hot. And maybe a little perspiration on the fingertips of Chad Sherwood. As Gabe Richard comes in for the first time for Dallas.
Exciting last couple minutes. Yeah. Starting to see things heat up with the 3. Both teams getting after it.
Cameron Dixon has checked in for the first time for West Albany. Sawyer Reed takes a seat. This rotation by Coach Zimmerman has been very strong in the last several games, keeping the team fresh and playing the hot hands. As Dixon defending Richard up top. 20 seconds to go first quarter. Kibbe gets it inside. Posting on Chad Sherwood. Wild shot, no good. Rebounded by Dixon. Cameron up to midcourt for Chad Sherwood, who will cross the timeline with 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Coming around to Bryant, screen up top, matched up by Sommerfeld. 5 seconds in the quarter. Chad around another high screen, bumped and fouled way away from the rim. Chad took that one right in the jaw with 3 seconds in the quarter. Really a smart foul by Kibbe. Dallas only had one foul, and Chad was going to try to size up a triple.
Yeah, and I like that, him coming off that high screen, getting that momentum, get himself square to the basket. Really, really a good foul by Dallas there, whether they intended to do that or not.
3 seconds in the quarter. Bryant takes the inbound, scoops it back to Sawyer Reed. Corner three, that's short. You could see it when it left his hand. A little bit short, but still the offense picking up at the end of the first quarter, and West Albany holding a 7-point lead through one. End of a quarter tonight from Dallas High School. West Albany 17, Dallas 10. We'll take a break and return to 920 KSHO.
Building a home, remodeling, spring a leak? Think Brass Plumbing. Prompt quality service at affordable rates. Whatever your plumbing needs, including disasters, count on Brass Plumbing. Call 926-2727 for Brass Plumbing.
Looking to save money on lighting fixtures? Larry and Marge Tomlin, owners of J&J Electric, invite you to compare prices, but don't buy until you've seen the high quality and low prices at J&J. Visit their spectacular showroom. The hometown folks at J&J Electric appreciate your business. J&J Electric, South Pacific and 22nd in Albany.
920 KSHO.
Welcome back to Dallas High School, courtesy of Jeff Kiter, who's seating well down to our right tonight. Jeff being quarantined a little bit. As one of the colds that's going around. Real trooper to be here tonight, but he points out 6 turnovers for each team in that first quarter. Pretty sloppy.
Yeah, that was sloppy, and some of it was unforced errors too, which you don't want to see.
But West Albany able to find the range late in the quarter. A 3 from Sawyer Reed really got it started, and then back-to-back threes from Chad Sherwood. 2 of 4 if you're keeping track, and that would make him now 20 of his last 26. From 3-point range.
I do like the perimeter ball movement by the Bulldogs there, especially that last 2-3 minutes of the quarter. I thought they were really starting to move the ball well, making the Dallas defenders shift and shift and shift. And when they can't shift anymore, that's when you're going to get loose from the outside.
Dallas gets the first possession of the second quarter, operating near midcourt with Richard working against the Bulldog zone now. Richard doubled up top, needing help, gets to the middle for Brodus, down to the left blocks for Kibbe, spinning on Bryant, threw up an awkward shot, adjusted by Bryant, and pulled down by Sawyer Reed. Kibbe looking for contact, no whistle. Reed lobs underneath for Jalen Schlegel. He goes up in traffic and rattles it in. Quick entry feed from Reed to Schlegel. Jalen puts it in. The Bulldogs lead by 9.
Had options on that. Could have gone to Nate for the easy-looking 3 or Jalen down low. Like your odds.
Pass inside, tipped by Bryant, stolen by Schlegel. Jalen long ahead for Nate. Taps it back to his brother Chad, who lays it in from the left side. Nicely done by the brothers. As Nate saves it in, Chad lays it in, and Dallas will call a timeout. 21-10 West Albany, 7:14 to go in the half. We'll break for a minute and return to KSHO.
The short drive to Corvallis will save you time and money. This is Steve Buckner from Wilson Motors, inviting you to experience the notable difference at Wilson Motors, 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis. Check us out at saveatwilson.com.
Need extra money? H&R Block offers the Emerald Advance, a line of credit up to $1,000 that you can start using today. No W-2 required. Stop by a participating office to apply or call 1-800-HR-BLOCK to learn more. H&R Block Emerald Advance, line of credit offered through H&R Block Bank. Member FDIC, participating offices subject to credit approval. Free supply. See HR Block/Emerald Advance for details. 2012 HRB Tax Group Incorporated offered January 15, 2013. OVTP B1550.
Hi, this is Serena at your neighborhood H&R Block in Albany, Lebanon, Corvallis. Call us today at 541-928-6432 and see what it means to never settle for less when it comes to your taxes.
Making life easier and more productive, that's what Lynn Benton Tractor can do for you. And it all begins by discovering how the full line of Kubota equipment can help.
Lynn Benton Tractor, we're still doing business the American way.
Highway 99E, Tangent.
Unforgettable 920.
Welcome back to Dallas High School. 21-10. West Albany with 7:14 to go in the first half. Farmers Insurance is the right choice for auto insurance, home, life, business, boat, RV insurance, and a whole lot more. Your local Farmers experts are Roland Brower and Tim Finley on 9th across from Mark Thomas Motors in Albany. Go Bulldogs. West Albany on a nice run to push their lead to 11. Less than a minute gone by in the second quarter. Dallas out of their timeout, and Josh Kibbe firing from the corner from behind the backboard. He puts it in. When I say a baseline jumper, I mean a baseline jumper.
Tough angle.
21-12 West. Nate Sherwood on the right wing, hounded by Cole Church. Brings it to the top for Reed through his fingertips and stolen by John Ritchie. He collects the dribble, comes to front court, lobs it to Sommerfeld along the baseline. To the top, stolen by Jalen Schlegel. No turnovers each way again to Sawyer Reed. Will jog it to front court, give to Chad Sherwood, left wing three. No, that's off to the left, no good. Tipped out long, kept alive by Reed. To the right for Nate. Inside for Schlegel, to the cutting Bryant. Spiked away into the corner and stolen again by Dallas. A lot of deflections here in this first half. As Tyler Sommerfeld brings it up, goes left for Ritchie, in front of the Bulldog bench. Ritchie bouncing in traffic to Brodus. Brodus down low, Ritchie got free and laid it in. Something of a bugaboo this season for West Albany. That guy getting loose underneath, and Ritchie laid it in.
Yeah, took a chance defensively trying to get a deflection there up top, and it left the man loose down low.
21-14 West. About 2 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Bryant on the entry feed from Reed, pinned right of the lane. Comes back to Sawyer, driving his way through. Out to Nate Sherwood. Left wing three for Nate. Yep, got it. Left wing three for Nate. 24-14 West Albany, their fourth three of the night.
Well, I don't know how you leave him alone. He was wide open there.
And a foul coming on Dallas. Will send it the other way. Offensive foul away from the ball. Much to the delight of several Bulldogs who applaud the call. It's on Kibbe, his first, and Dallas is third. Actually, for Kibbe, his second.
Usually when you see that kind of reaction from a team like that, that's been that foul, that particular violation has been going on for a while throughout the game. Player finally got caught at it.
Sawyer Reed coming up the right side. Picks up the dribble, comes straight away for Chad Sherwood. Left side, Jalen Schlegel. Schlegel, cross-court right for Chad, just in front of the Dragon bench. Jab step, now drives along the baseline. Little floater is good, and what a move by Chad Sherwood. The explosive first step. Floats it in from the baseline and puts the Bulldogs up 12.
How about the elevation? You just can't defend that.
Aiden Brodus at the top of the key. He wants to go all the way in. Tough shot adjusted by Nate Sherwood. Missed it and rebounded by Jalen Schlegel. Sawyer Reed with it. Racing up the floor. Drops it back to Chad. Looking, lobbing it in for Nate. Good catch, put it up, got it, and the foul on a great high-low from Chad Sherwood to Nate Sherwood. The layup, a chance for three for Nate. The Bulldogs push their lead to 14.
Put that pass exactly where it needed to be, too. There was a defender between Chad and Nate. Still able to thread that up there. Nate, with the good hands, brings it in. Chance for the three-point play and for the Bulldogs to really open this up.
Sawyer Reed has done a very nice job operating the offense. Heads to the bench. Ben Engel will replace him. First appearance of the night for Engel. Nate Sherwood trying to complete the three-point play. Free throw up and good. So Nate hit a three from the left wing a moment ago. Three-point play this time. The Bulldogs lead by 15. It's their biggest advantage with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Aiden Brodus crossing over in backcourt, hounded by Nate. A little over-aggressive as Nate as he gets called for the hand check. The Bulldogs were a moment away maybe from a dunk from Jalen Schlegel. Nate had stolen the ball, flipped it behind his back. It was beautifully done to Jalen Schlegel, but he had bumped Dallas on the way up the floor. For Nate, his first, Bulldogs fourth. The team fouls now even 4 apiece.
We expect a game like this, Salem officials, you expect them to let a lot of contact go. Kind of holding true to form, only 4 team fouls here on each team.
Zachary Benfit in the corner, guarded by Schlegel. Comes up top to Brodus, out between the circles. Now back to the right corner for Sommerfeld. He'll launch a three and hit it. From the right corner, a three for Sommerfeld. 29-17 West Albany. Keaton Bader has checked in for the first time for West. As Nate Sherwood fires a three, can't hit. Bader tips the rebound to himself and lays it in. Keaton Bader making his impact felt early.
Boy, running the floor.
31.
Really strong effort for Bader to get down there to even get that board.
Offensive board and the putback, 31-17. McCarron spinning on Bader up top, driving all the way to the rim and missed the shot. Goes right to Sommerfeld, and he puts it in the lane. Good first half from Tyler Sommerfeld. Dallas back to within 12. Nate Sherwood accelerating to front court, brings it up top to Chad. Thought about the three, pulls up in the left elbow, kicks it out to Nate. He'll launch a three. That's long, no good. Rebounded by Dallas and McCarron. Up it comes to Sommerfeld. On the left side of the floor, slowing the offense here with 3:50 to go in the half. Pass inside, stolen by Ben Engel. On the run, he's got Jalen Schlegel there with him. Bounces it to Jalen all the way in. Missed the shot, maybe got bumped. No whistle, rebound Dallas. Jalen eyeing the bench and saying, hey, where's my foul? Sommerfeld. Up ahead to Brodus. To the trailing McCarron for three, and he hits it. So another swing. That's a 5-point swing. Looks like Schlegel might have had a layup. McCarron comes the other way, hits a three, and it's down to 9. Backdoor feed. Chad Sherwood missed the layup, but this time a whistle and a foul. Chad hit the floor and went flying.
Chad's going to be bruised after tonight. Already taken some contact on some hard screens. Some tough defense, and that time crashing to the floor, but he gets to go to the line here for 2.
I hadn't even gotten a chance to mention one of the numbers I looked at. Dallas is the 4th lowest scoring team in 5A. And only Roosevelt, Marshfield, and Liberty average fewer points per game than Dallas at 41.9. Would not have expected this to be 31-22 with 3 and change to go in the first half.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
Now 32-22 as Chad hits his first free throw. Josh Bryant, Sawyer Reed return for West Albany. Jalen Schlegel, Ben Engel check out. Chad looking for a second free throw just to put him in double digits here in the first half, and he's got it. So he's halfway to 20. He's been there 3 games in a row. The Bulldogs lead by 11 with 3:20 to play in the first half. Josh Kibbe comes long to front court for Cole Church. Series of fakes. Might have gotten away with a walk. Drives in, has it stripped, and lost it out of bounds. Last touch, they'll say by Dallas.
How about the impact, the quickness of Chad Sherwood there to slide in front of the man with the ball. Make him lose his balance. Ball goes off his knee and out of bounds. Great defensive play by Chad.
Now a group effort as Keaton Bader, Josh Bryant, Sawyer Reed, and Zachary Benfit all collaborate to dry up a wet spot on the floor from the spill by Cole Church. And now West will inbound, leading by 11 with 3:10 to play in the first half. Sawyer Reed up the right side of the floor, tapping the back of his head to call the play. He comes up top for Chad. Driving left of the lane, tough shot on the run, banked it in. Soft off the window at full speed. We've talked in the past about how difficult that is to do, and Chad does it so well.
He elevates so well, and he decelerates so well. Able to get that shot soft off glass.
35-22, West up 13. Pass tipped away and stolen, and now Keaton Bader's bumped and fouled by Josh Kibbe, and that's going to be 3 on Kibbe. As Bader got the steal, got knocked to the floor. And West will have it on the side. Jalen Schlegel in, Keaton Bader out. And Todd Zimmerman, big smile and a nice handshake for Keaton Bader.
He said, yeah. He's saying, yeah, Keaton, way to take the punishment there. I'm going to bring you out and give you a rest.
So Keaton Bader, who on his first trip down the floor got an offensive rebound and a layup. Now a steal draws a foul. It's that foul on Kibbe, as I said, his third, Dragons 6th. So with 2:44 to go in the half, West Albany will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Sawyer Reed cross into front court, comes left for Nate. Straight away for Chad, behind a Sawyer Reed pick. Now drives into the paint, floats it up. Tough right-hand shot that would not go. Jalen Schlegel tried to tip and could not. It's pulled away by Brodus. On the run up the left side of the floor, into the corner for Church. Church to Summerfelt, left elbow, jumper on the way, in and out, no good. Bryant tips it right to Nate Sherwood, and the Bulldogs control. Rare miss in this first half from Tyler Summerfelt. Sawyer Reed comes up ahead to Chad. Bounces it down to Jalen Schlegel, right of the lane. Jalen backing his way in. Ooh, he got poked in the eye, and no whistle, lost the ball. Stolen back by Reed. He gets it to Bryant. Bryant reverses it in. So West gets the points, but Jalen Schlegel got poked in the eye. Yeah, he's going to have to come out. Very quickly, administrator from Dallas there to give a towel to Jalen. He's not happy. Certainly wanted a foul call. Inadvertent, they say, with a poke in the face.
Bulldogs probably fortunate that they didn't whistle that play dead, as they probably could have as soon as West got possession back on the steal. Referees could have whistled that dead. May not have been aware, but West Albany ends up with a bucket out of it. Josh Bryant underneath.
37-22 West. 1:55 to go in the first half. Gabe Richard brings it up the floor for Dallas. In center circle, working with the right-hand dribble, crossing it over now right to left, gives to Benfit. Benfit guarded by Bryant. Feeds Brodus on the right wing. A fake on Bader. Drives just inside the foul line. Tough running shot. Missed badly. Rebounded by Nate Sherwood. Nate on the run. Up ahead. Looking to go all the way in. Pulls up from the blocks and hits a little baby jumper.
Good control by Nate on that. He wanted to take that all the way to the rim. Saw that was closed off. Nice job of pulling up for the soft jumper.
Big first half by Nate. The Bulldogs have pushed it to a 17-point lead. As McCarron scoops it out to Benfit, now to Brodus. Back to Richard straight away. And Richard looks for some help. Guarded by Reed. Comes to the right for Richie. Richie holding. Bounces it to Brodus. Coming down on 1 minute to play in the half. McCarron going to launch a three. Back rim, no good. Long rebound. Chased down by Reed. Still bring it quickly to front court. Accelerating through traffic. Left for Chad Sherwood, way out in the wing.
Oh, he wants to shoot that.
He's scanning the defense, wants to drive, goes all the way in, lays it in, and a foul as Chad Sherwood attacking from the left side, sprinting past the Dallas defense into the body of Benfit, put it in, a chance for three.
And you know Dallas knows of the outside threat of Chad Sherwood. Everybody in 5A knows what he can do from out there, and that creates that situation. Just a little pump fake, and then the big stride to get to the hoop. Strong move to the basket by Chad. Love seeing that part of his arsenal there, because when you have to come out on him, you get your weight going toward him, he's flying by you.
You know, Chad Sherwood arguably playing the best basketball of his West Albany career right at the right time. Down the stretch of the senior season, completes the three-point play, and will come out here for the final 48 seconds of the half. Cameron Dixon, Ben Engel on the floor. Somebody else for West needs to come out. It's going to be Nate Sherwood. They had 6 out there for a moment. As Nate and Chad, big first half for those two. They take a seat. Bulldogs lead it by 20, 42-22 with 48 seconds to go in the half. Inbound pass stolen by Josh Bryant. He goes up, missed the shot, and on the rebound, a whistle and a foul, I think going against Ben Engel. And I think it will be, Ben Engel called for it, his first, Bulldogs 5th. Bryant, a good job to get the steal, but they couldn't get under control before trying to lay up.
You know, Bulldogs have a couple fouls to give. Ben Engel, great foul right there, aggressive on the rebound.
Nearly another steal as the Bulldogs extending that full court pressure. Gabe Richard does get it into front court. It's out on the left wing. It's held by Daniel Thomas. His first appearance as he gives it to Ritchie. Down low now to Kibbe. Right block. Kibbe tripled and has it stolen by Josh Bryant. And now Bryant lost the handle, knocked away by Dallas. John Ritchie saying it should be Dallas ball. I'm not sure he's wrong. I thought it was last touch by Bryant, but I also thought Bryant was fouled. So maybe they meet in the middle and say West Albany ball.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. As Jesse Berkey comes in, Brandon Dixon comes out. So West on the floor with Engel, Berkey, Cameron Dixon, Bader, and Bryant. 26 seconds to go in the half. West leads it by 20. Trailed early briefly. Their biggest deficit was 2. Went on a nice run to take the lead and haven't looked back. As Ben Engel goes to the corner for Berkey, dribbling it up to the top of 15 seconds. And we're going to get a bump and a foul. And it's going to be a 1-and-1 coming here for Jesse Berkey. The foul will go against Spencer McCarron. Team foul number 8 on Dallas, so free throws coming here for Jesse Berkey.
And 15 seconds to go here in this first half. A good, solid second quarter for the Bulldogs. The defense has really made the difference here in this quarter. The Bulldogs getting some steals and then getting, and one and done certainly for Dallas. The Bulldogs really have been crashing the boards.
Bulldogs with a 26-point quarter going right now, and Jesse Berkey a chance to make it 27. He hit his first free throw. Jesse, very pure shooter. Second one up, perfect. Got them both. 44-22 West. 15 seconds in the half. Ritchie in backcourt. Gets it to Richard. Richard guarded by Dixon and Bryant. Gets it ahead to Ritchie. Ritchie on his way to the rim. Puts it up and cannot hit it. Spun out. Ritchie getting the rebound. And the horn is going to sound before Dallas can get a shot up. Sort of a fitting end of the half for Dallas as West Albany really asserting themselves in the second quarter. And they have pulled away at halftime. West Albany 44. Dallas 22. We'll take a break and come back here to 920 KSHO.
Serving the Mid-Valley for 37 years with collision, mechanical, glass, and RV repair, Pacific Auto Services is now Stavros Auto Services. Same people, same commitment to excellence. You've got their name on it. Call Stavros Auto Services at 541-926-7248.
If you'd like to do it yourself or need helpful advice doing it, your neighborhood Ace Hardware and Contractor Center can help. Economy Supply Building Center has been that helpful place for over 58 years. Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street in Lebanon.
Need some electrical work in your home or business, but it just seems like too small of a job to call the pros? No matter what the job, call City and Suburban Electric. Proud to be a contributing member of our community. City and Suburban Electric. Call 451-5609.
Lassen RV at Albany has the new RV models on the lot now, ready for you to buy. Lassen RV Service Department has a new truckload of parts and accessories on sale just in time for fall fix-up. From changing a light bulb to rebuilding your entire RV. No job is too big or too small for Lassen RV in Albany, where friends send their friends.
Unforgettable 920.
We are back here at Dallas High School. Ryan Pitts, Wally Ordeman, Jeff Kiter. Our thanks for being with us on this Friday night of President's Day weekend. And West Albany holding a 44-22 halftime lead on Dallas. Chad Sherwood back at it again, Wally. 17 points in the first half as West holds a 22-point lead.
Oh, he's playing an exciting brand of basketball, isn't he? I tell you, you just don't know. It's if you're trying to defend this young man, you just don't know what to do. He's got so many weapons, and he is so quick to the basket. Once he gets anywhere near the paint, he can elevate so quickly. It's very difficult to get up there and try and defend that shot. If you back off him too much when he's outside, he's going to drain the three. At least he's going to give it a go, and he's been highly successful so far with that. It's exciting to watch this young man play, and he's making everybody around him better too. He's looking to dish. If he's closed off, he's looking to dish, and he's doing it very effectively. It's a fun brand of basketball to watch, and it's a lot of excitement for us here to call these two.
Something, unfortunately, is dreadfully wrong, however, with his three-point shooting. He's 2 for 5 on threes in the first half, 18 for 22 in his last 3 games coming in. So that would put him at now 20 for his last 27. He's killing his average.
Oh, man, that's the percentages are just dropping like crazy. Don't know what's going on with that young man.
West Albany pulling away in that second quarter, outscoring Dallas 27-12. To push their halftime lead to 22. It is good to look across here in the building and see. You pointed out pregame, Jim Bouton is here. He was the coach last year for Dallas. You look at the record for Dallas in the last 6 years since they joined the Mid-Atlantic Conference: 2-22, 2-22, 1-20, 6-16, 12-14. Then last year with Jim Bouton at the helm, 14-11. They were 8-6 in the Mid-Atlantic Conference. They beat West Albany at West Albany. They lost in the play-in round, but they made the postseason. Jim Bouton had to retire. Understand there were some health concerns, but good to see him here tonight. And it suddenly strikes me he's clear across the gym. Doesn't he look a little bit like was it Peter Graves that played the captain in Airplane? With that, he's got the white hair, the way that it's combed. He looks like Captain Over.
He does. Accurate description. Very distinguished looking man.
He is, and an absolute legend in the coaching profession in the state of Oregon. It's a shame that he could only last the one season because obviously his impact was felt. We talked about it on the way up. This is a team and a community that has not had a real great athletic program over the years, but able to turn that around in a year to 8-6 in the Mid-Willamette. They had not had more than 3 league wins in any season. Last year jumped it to 8.
Yeah, you could tell that the whole program had bought into what he was selling. Really unfortunate that he wasn't able to continue here.
Now let's continue on and talk about the West Albany coaching job quickly, because I'm not sure that we have given Todd Zimmerman enough credit for the job he's done this year, particularly in the last, say, 5 or 6 games with the rotation. His ability to keep guys fresh, get a lot of players action. Everybody's seeing the floor. And the way he's rotating players in and out, nobody has a chance to really get really tired.
Well, a lot of people will look at this lineup and say, okay, you're 6'8", 6'8", 6'6". All you have to do is throw those guys out there and they're going to win ball games for you. Certainly not the case. And you know, those that know basketball know that it takes much more than that. And you're absolutely right. The depth that this team has shown, there aren't a lot of coaches that will throw 9, 10, 11 kids out there in a first half of basketball games. And he knows he's got a lot of confidence in these players that they're going to go out there and perform. Thus, they have confidence when they hit the floor that they're going to be able to deliver. A lot of credit to Coach Zimmerman, Coach Wadlow, Coach Hartman, and the rest of the crew. They have done a very good job with this team and have them playing at a level right now that is state tournament worthy.
Definitely, and that's what they are pushing for. Again, they are 7th in the power rankings right now. If they finish in the top 8, they would have a first-round bye, would not have to play in the play-in round, and then they would get a home playoff game. Just that one game would stand between them and a trip to Eugene, something that we would say openly, you just want that so much for the coaching staff and for these seniors. Certainly they would be deserving after the career that they've put in here at West. Been so close the last 2 years and hoping to get over that hurdle this year. 44-22, West Albany has the lead here at the half. We're going to take a break, come back, have some stats, and talk a little bit more about the first half at 9:20 KSHO.
Join the fun at the Albany Athletic Club. Group fitness classes from low-impact dance to traditional circuit training, plus racquetball and more. Watch your waistline shrink and your health improve every day. Start now at the Albany Athletic Club on Hickory next to Tom's Garden Center.
Albany Burgerville is now featuring the Ham Havarti Sandwich, all natural Diamond Ranch ham layered with melted Havarti cheese on a toasted hoagie roll and the chocolate hazelnut milkshake. Pick up an Albany Burgerville rewards card now. Cash for every dollar spent. Albany Burgerville, fresh, local, sustainable.
You will come out a winner at Power Honda. Their talented staff will show you how easy it is to get the vehicle you want and the payment you need. Check out mypowerhonda.com. Call 928-0122 or just go in to Power Honda, Highway 20 east of I-5 in Albany, your Honda Superstore.
Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market across from the Heritage Mall has Senior Day, the first Tuesday of every month. $2 off every purchase of $15 or more. Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market. 100% satisfaction guaranteed across from the Heritage Mall with bargains on the brands you trust.
920 KSHO.
For over 50 years, Mega Foods has been offering the best quality and taste. More than just a supermarket, also a good neighbor. That's Mega Foods in Lebanon and Albany. I welcome in Jeff Kiter, who is under the weather. And Jeff, a yeoman's effort for you just to be here tonight. You're keeping our stats. Big first half for the Sherwoods. Obviously, thank you for being here. And what do you have for us for numbers?
And my pleasure. I'm here.
You are here.
It's fun. I'm glad I'm here. The Bulldogs shot the ball pretty well in the first half. They shot 49% from the field, 13 of 23 from inside the three-point arc, and they were 4 of 12 from beyond the three-point range. They were perfect from the free throw line. They were 6 of 6. The Bulldogs had 21 rebounds in the first half, and they had 10 assists on 17 made baskets. Dallas, they shot 38% from the field. They were 6 of 19 inside the 2 and 3 of 5 outside the three-point arc. And they shot 2 free throws. They were 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Dallas had 13 turnovers in the first half compared to Bulldogs' 9 turnovers. Individually for the Bulldogs, like you said, the Sherwoods leading the way. Chad Sherwood, who just is sizzling. I don't know how else to put it, but he had 17 points in the first half. He was 4 of 6 inside the three-point arc and really cooled down. He was only 2 of 5 from beyond the three-point range. If I'm not mistaken, he is 20 of 26 so far over the last 3.5 games.
I think 20 of 27. But,
okay.
But yes, it's still amazing.
About 75%, not from the free throw line, from the three-point range.
Yeah.
Chad also had 1 rebound and 3 assists. Nate Sherwood had 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Sawyer Reed, great job leading the team today. He had 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. Jesse Berkey had 2 points. Jalen Schlegel, 6 points and 6 rebounds. Josh Bryant, 6 points and 4 rebounds. And Keaton Bader had 2 points and 2 rebounds in the first half for the Bulldogs. Nobody in real foul trouble. In fact, I don't think West Albany even has a player with more than 1 foul. I got to switch back, but so far so good. They've doubled up the score and playing pretty well.
Jeff, I apologize if I missed it. Did you have team rebounds? Was that one of the stats that was listed there?
Yes, West Albany had 21 rebounds in the first half.
Wow, and Dallas is 5 for Dallas?
That may not be accurate.
But still, it's somewhere close. So West Albany, big rebound advantage.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
You're welcome.
Jeff Kiter, our first half stats. West Albany leading at 44-22. West just all over the boards in the first half. Doing a lot of things very well. They're clicking at the right time here, folks. Looking for win number 4 in a row. Yeah, they would have just 2 remaining in the regular season. 1 week left. They got to hold on to this one, though. 22-point lead at the half. We'll come back for the third quarter at 9:20 KSHO.
We're Linco Federal Credit Union. Keep your money in Linn County with Linco Federal Credit Union. Enjoy a visit with one of our friendly staff at a neighborhood branch near you today. Linco Federal Credit Union in Albany, Lebanon, and Sweet Home. In Linn, you're in.
Family owned and operated since 1979, Crabtree Auto stresses the small stuff when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. An oil change every 3,000 miles is a small thing now, but adds up to big rewards down the road. Crabtree Auto on Hill Street, just south of 9th in Albany.
Now is the time to buy a car at Mark Thomas Motors. 4 generations in the auto business and here to stay. Mark Thomas Motors is big on supporting local events. 3 locations in Albany: Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Hyundai, GMC, Buick, Pontiac. Now is the time to buy a car at Mark Thomas Motors in Albany.
Just like the Bulldogs, Courtesy Corner Shell gives you everything they have every time you drive in. Fast and friendly service, windows always clean. Non-ethanol fuels for small engines, boats, and vintage cars available. You can't beat Courtesy Corner Shell near Queen on Pacific Boulevard. They'll be happy to see you.
America's best music and the news you need. This is 920 KSHO, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.
Welcome back here to Dallas High School. Thank you to Dave Adams back in the studio tonight, reconnecting our Skype here, hoping that would improve the internet connection at halftime. West Albany gets the first possession of the third quarter and works it up top to Sawyer Reed, who comes off to the right for Chad Sherwood along the baseline, and they're going to call Chad for a travel, shuffling the feet as he went to work along the baseline. So Dallas will take it back. Just underway third quarter, 44-22, West Albany the lead. One change in the lineup for the Bulldogs. Josh Bryant with great minutes in the first half. He starts the second half. The entry pass deflected by Schlegel, and Hayden Brodus stepped out of bounds. No. What's the call here? Stepped out of bounds. Okay, the official just pointed the wrong way. I thought Brodus stepped on the end line, but then he signaled Dallas ball, and the official with a smile, as it will belong to West Albany. Didn't have a chance, Wally, to single out Josh Bryant, but some real high-energy minutes for Bryant in that first half.
You bet, and really crashing the boards hard and really found himself in the right place at the right time a couple of times.
Jalen Schlegel catches, brings it back out, throws it kind of blindly underneath, and Dallas saves it in. Evidently, Sommerfeld not on the end line when he touched it, though I thought he might have been. McCarron up ahead to Church. Along the baseline goes Church. Inside, deflected, comes right back to Church. Out to Brodus. Left-hand jumper on the baseline, too strong. Rebounded by Josh Bryant. Outlet to Sawyer Reed. Reed weaving it to the left. Comes all the way to the corner. Comes back out to Chad Sherwood. Around a high screen. Sets for three. In and out. No good. Rebound Dallas. And a rebound by McCarron. Got a piece of his teammate Brodus, who comes up the floor holding his face. Comes off to Sommerfeld in the right corner. Along the baseline goes Sommerfeld all the way to the rim. Missed the scoop shot. Rebounded by Schlegel. Minute 20 gone by in the third. No scoring in the third quarter. 44-22. Still West Albany by 22. Schlegel for Nate Sherwood on the wing. Straight ahead for Chad. Chad almost reluctantly gives it up to Sawyer Reed. Reed hands it back to the right for Sherwood. Into the paint comes Chad. Lobbing it in for Bryant on the catch. Bryant puts it in. Count it. And the foul. Josh Bryant underneath. More strong work and a chance for three.
You know, that's a difficult grab to make, too. You've got your back to your teammate there. You're looking over your shoulder, much like a wide receiver would on an out pattern. But Josh Bryant, he knew that pass was likely to come from Chad. Great assist. Josh brings that pass in nicely. Goes up strong. Chance for the three-point play and does.
Got it. Hit the free throw. 47-22. West Albany, their biggest lead at 25. 6:20 to go in the third. Brodus pressured in backcourt, spinning away, and keeping that pivot foot just barely as he got it up ahead to McCarron. McCarron doubled back to the top for Brodus. Brodus tried to whip it underneath and did. Through traffic to Church, who laid it in. Just past the hand of Sawyer Reed, and Cole Church gets a layup. 47-24. Sawyer Reed clearing things out on the right side as he goes between the legs with the dribble. Straight ahead, Chad Sherwood, contested three, blocked. Bryant cleans it up underneath. Josh in traffic, little fadeaway shot, too strong, and Sawyer Reed there to tip it in with a foul.
Oh, where did Sawyer come from? If he gets that rebound and comes down, he doesn't get a chance to go to the rim. But because he put that up as an alley-oop off the rebound, Sawyer Reed, what a play.
That is just a smart play from Sawyer Reed. Knowing where that ball was going to come down. You could say right spot, right time, but Sawyer, the presence of mind to go up in one motion, put it in, absorb the contact. The foul on Sommerfeld, his first. Dragon second of the half, and Reed a chance for three.
Well, Sawyer's smart. Sawyer's very smart, and he plays the percentages. He gets a lot of rebounds because he's in the right place, knows the percentages of where that rebound is likely to come down. That time plays it perfectly.
Not good on the free throw, however. Rebounded by Dallas and McCarron. 49-24 West. Sommerfeld up ahead. Thomas blocked and fouled. Nate Sherwood got him with the body as Daniel Thomas got free underneath. So Thomas will be at the line here to shoot two.
Little grin from Nate. Hey, while I have a chance.
Yes.
Missed it the other night. Said we're going to do it twice tonight, and I'm going to. Hi to Tom and Lois Holman. I'm guessing they're listening to us tonight. Very faithful listeners when they're not at the Bulldog games. So hi to Tom and Lois.
Daniel Thomas rattling in the first free throw, and I'll take a stab and say hi to Brian Holman, too, in case he might be listening.
I'll bet he is.
This evening, our normal engineer. It's Daniel Thomas, second free throw, also good. Got them both after the foul by Nate, which was his second. Bulldogs first of the half, 49-26 West. It's Nate going to size up a corner three. Good. Left corner three from Nate Sherwood. Well, as if the Mid-Willamette Conference didn't have enough trouble with one Sherwood knocking down threes, now Nate has his second three-point shot of the night.
Pure shot, too, wasn't it? Got himself square. Looked good.
It did look good, and the result pretty good. 52-26, 5:20 to go into the third. McCarron on the left wing. Chad Sherwood favoring him to the right, down to Summerfeld. He lobs it into Benfit, and Benfit lays it in. Good ball movement that time by Dallas, and Benfit gets a lay in.
Josh Bryant had to come over and close off the baseline. Bulldogs didn't sink well enough. Not able to defend that baseline shot.
Chad Sherwood angling to the right wing. Whips it up top for Reed. Behind a Bryant pick for three. Back rim, no good. Rebound to Dallas and Daniel Thomas. Strong board in between Schlegel and Nate Sherwood. Gives it off to Summerfeld, who comes to front court. Now to Thomas straight away. Working between the circles. Goes right to Benfit. Now to the corner for Church. Church. Pass stolen by Sawyer Reed. Here comes Reed on the run. Inside for Bryant. Could not handle and saved in by Cole Church of Dallas. Reed just a little bit too much heat on the pass. Summerfeld comes up ahead to McCarron. Just in front of the Dragon students. McCarron, a series of fakes on Bryant. Tries to go around into the left. Picks it up along the baseline. Lobs it up top. Has it stolen again by Reed. Back to Nate. Nate coming all the way in. Goes up and gets held and fouled. They'll say on the ground.
Crowd wants a jump ball. Hand clearly raked across the wrist.
That's going to go on Daniel Thomas, his first. For the Dragons, their third. And now we'll have some subs. Keaton Bader, Brandon Dixon, and we're going to get a timeout too. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Keaton Bader, Brandon Dixon checking in for West. If you mention this ad from Going Postal, you'll receive 10% off your UPS or FedEx shipments. In North Albany's Hickory Station, your friendly neighborhood shipping center, Going Postal, offering UPS, FedEx, and U.S. Postal Services.
Got to mention, too, Perry Ordeman tonight in the navy blue suit.
Looking sharp.
Looking sharp.
His old man got him some style. I'll tell you. I'm very impressed.
Skips a generation.
I'm also impressed, I must say, with his presence on the sideline as the freshman coach. He stays very composed. It's one thing. I think it's one reason I could never get into coaching is I'd get kicked out of every single game. There's no way I'd be able to stay quiet on a sideline. He does such a nice job.
He's got a very good demeanor on the side, and I think it serves his team well. It keeps them calm in adverse situations, no doubt.
Bobby Schuler, his assistant, former West Albany guard. There's Chad Sherwood. Inbounds out of the timeout to Sawyer Reed. In the corner, guarded by Summerfeld. Up to Bader. Whipped inside for Schlegel. Jalen threw a double. Scoops it up and in with the left hand. Indefensible. Jalen Schlegel scoops it in. 54-28, West Albany. Daniel Thomas in backcourt. Gives to Summerfeld. Now the Bulldogs attack as Summerfeld gets it ahead back to Thomas. Into the corner for Church. A three over Jalen. No good, but a whistle and a double foul coming. As Keaton Bader and I think Zachary Benfit for Dallas were jockeying for position. Back to that shot from Cole Church in the corner with Jalen Schlegel flying at him. That ball very nearly scraped the roof. I mean, it's a low-hanging roof here, kind of the Fieldhouse style at Dallas, and that was as high an arc as you'll ever see.
If you don't get a block shot from either Jalen or Nate, you're going to get an altered shot, no question about it.
Did get the proper two players there, Bader and Benfit, each called for the foul. First foul each way. And now 4 team fouls for Dallas, 2 for West Albany.
Little John going on down there in the key, too. This is kind of fun to watch. Just adds to the excitement of a 26-point lead.
Right. Summerfeld inbounds it. Gets the inside pass to Thomas. Now to Ritchie. Now around to Summerfeld again up top. 3:37 to go in the third quarter. West Albany leading 54-28. As Ritchie comes into Benfit on the block. Stripped away out of bounds by Chad Sherwood. Good hands by Chad. Dallas will inbound it inside. I'll give credit to Zachary Benfit. He's wearing long white sleeves underneath the jersey, and it's warm in here tonight.
Yes,
He's got to be cooking.
Yes, it is.
As Summerfeld to inbound. Comes way up to the top for Ritchie out near midcourt. Brandon Dixon there to contest as Ritchie puts it on the floor and comes back to McCarron. Keaton Bader with the defense on McCarron. He gives it to Summerfeld. Around the arc right for Ritchie. Ritchie inside for Summerfeld, splits the defense and lays it in with the right hand. 2 Bulldogs flew right by him on the catch, and he was all alone to lay it in, 54-30. Jalen Schlegel left to the lane, lost the handle out of bounds to Dallas. A turnover as Jalen tried to go through 2 Dragons.
Yeah, Jalen was posting up, but he was about 3 feet out from where he would normally get that ball. Knew that he needed to put the ball on the floor and just lost the handle.
Dallas again against this Bulldog pressure, brings it up with Ritchie. Up to McCarron. McCarron back to the middle for Ritchie. Good job on the press break. Inside for Benfit. Benfit goes up in traffic, blocked and fouled. And 2 free throws coming. Chad Sherwood raising his hand, ready to take responsibility for it. And the officials will oblige him.
This full court pressure by the Bulldogs, you do end up taking some risks. And when you do, if the ball movement from the opponent, from Dallas in this case, gets the ball up the floor there as quickly as they did, it's going to have some mismatches down there, and you're going to create some disadvantage for yourself by taking the risks up high here.
For Chad, his first foul. The Bulldogs' third. Benfit's first free throw in and out. No good. Subs in. Josh Bryant, Nate Sherwood for West. And Isaac Tishner, first appearance for Dallas, the 6'1 sophomore. Jalen Schlegel, Brandon Dixon check out. One more free throw for Benfit. 6'4" senior center for Dallas.
Only 3 seniors on this Dallas roster.
Missed both. Rebounded by Bader. Up to Reed, who jogs it across the timeline, goes between the legs, one through the dribble, comes to the right wing for Chad. Chad to the top for Nate. Thought about a three, goes left for Reed. Reed around a soft screen from Bader. Right side Nate in the corner. Again sizing up a three. Comes to the foul line for Bader. Quickly in for Bryant. Bryant a left-hand shot. No good. Rebound loose and chased down by Sawyer Reed. Another opportunity for West. Into the corner. Nate Sherwood to Bryant at the foul line. Bryant left wing for Chad. He'll attack the rim all the way in. Missed it. Got fouled. 2 free throws for Chad. Again, that quick first step. You know teams are looking at him. You've said it. Teams are looking at him on the perimeter. It's given him an opportunity to drive to the rim.
Chad has trained himself very well to know that when a player is out of position and has to chase him, comes flying at him as he's receiving a pass, he already knows he's going to the rim in that case. That time the seas parted for him, able to get to the rim, gets the foul, draws the foul, and goes to the line here, hits the first.
Chad closing in on another 20-point game. That's 18 now. 17 in the first half. First point of the second half comes with 2:21 to go in the third quarter. Gabe Richard comes back in for Dallas in between the free throws. Tyler Sommerfeld will check out. He has a second free throw to come for Chad Sherwood, the 6'2 senior. On its way and good. Got them both. 19 for Chad. And a timeout taken by West. It'll be a 30, so we'll stick with 2:21 to go in the third. West leading by 26. For any occasion, you can enjoy a complete, affordable family dining experience at Cascade Grill. That's on Knox Butte Road in Albany. Cascade Grill. Programming reminder, our final 2 games of the regular season. Corvallis at home next Tuesday, and then the Civil War game next Friday at South Albany. I need to confirm this, but we've done it in the past. We'll try to do it again. The girls and boys doubleheader from South Albany next Friday. West Albany's girls coming into play tonight, 20-0 on the season. They're number 3 in the power rankings because Springfield and Willamette, everybody figures, are the two strongest teams in the state. They've played difficult schedules. They've played each other 3 times. So in the power rankings, it's Springfield 1, Willamette 2, West Albany 3. But West is the only unbeaten team in the state.
Yeah, the girls are really putting together a very special season, and you get to 20-0 at any level, and you are doing a lot of things right. Congratulations to Coach Haberly,
yes,
for coming in his first season back with the West Albany girls, and it's got a real good thing going. I do have an update. Our thanks to Tara Kiter tonight for sending us the update. Bulldog girls up 28-19 at the half against Dallas.
Well, thank you, Tara. 56-30, West Albany here, the boys, with 2:13 to go in the third quarter. Isaac Tishner with the jumper that rattles out, no good. Hit about every piece of the iron before bouncing free. Gabe Richard chases it down in the paint, trapped there. Got to be close to a 3-second call, but Dallas clears it out. As Richard will bring it way up top. Under 2 now in the quarter. Right it goes to Brodus, guarded by Chad Sherwood. Brodus out top for Josh Kibbe. Inside for Richie. Fadeaway one-hander that's short, and Keaton Bader claims the rebound. Bader back to Reed. Into front court comes Sawyer Reed. Right side with a right-hand dribble. Angling to the wing. Lobbed it in for Bryant. Bryant was being held on the catch, and Josh Kibbe, who has had a frustrating night, just shrugs his shoulders. His 4th foul.
You know, you brought up about Josh Bryant there when we came back for the second half, and I don't know that I truly gave him his due. He has played a very strong basketball game tonight. Not going to be a bunch of points. I think he had 6 there in the first half, but his work on the boards and his work defensively against the Dallas Bigs tonight has just been stellar.
Quick inbound goes to Nate Sherwood into Bryant. Bryant right on cue puts it in with the right-hand hook. Josh Bryant, a smile on his face as he heads the other way. Always filled with joy on the floor. He is the Lauren Conser of the boys' team. You were thinking it too.
I was.
Lauren always has the smile on her face in the girls' games, and Josh Bryant seems that way in the boys' games. 58-30 West with 1:17 to go in the third. As Tishner feeds Richard. Brodus there to set a screen. Richard uses it to the left. Now backs it out again. Comes to the left for Titchener. Titchener looking for some help. Comes out to Richard. Going to fire a deep three straight on and airball to the right. Out of bounds to West with 1:01 in the quarter. And subs coming in. Ben Engel, Cody LaHoda, Cameron Dixon in for West. Chad Sherwood, Sawyer Reed, Nate Sherwood come out.
Nate Sherwood with a little grin on his face coming off the floor.
He didn't want to come out.
No, I think he tipped that ball.
Oh.
I think he got a little bit of a block shot there, and that's why it went out. The shot didn't hit anything. But referees didn't see that.
Cam Dixon gets it into LaHoda. LaHoda through traffic somehow winds up back in the hands of Dixon. Up top for Schlegel. Jalen with 48 seconds in the quarter. Working through traffic. Floats it up and but a foul. He will go to the line for 2. Jalen, a nifty little move again through traffic. At least got it up to the rim. Earns himself 2 free throws.
Yeah, Mr. Kibbe's going to have to sit.
Yeah, Josh Kibbe already to the bench. He knew it. And as I said a moment ago, frustrating night for him. His 5th foul. He's done. 7th on Dallas. And Jalen Schlegel, 2 free throws coming for West Albany. Zachary Benfit is the one who replaces Josh Kibbe. It's West with 43 seconds to go in the third, leading by 28. Has Jalen Schlegel at the line, Josh Bryant, Cameron Dixon, Ben Engel, Cody LaHoda out there with him. Jalen ready, first free throw on its way, and good. So West trying now to double up the Dragons with under a minute to play in quarter number 3. As they have really exploded. It was a slow start. Dallas led this game 5-4 midway through the first quarter. West went on a big run, led by 7 after 1, led by 22 at the half, and now they lead by 30 as Jalen Schlegel hits the free throw, 60-30, with 42 seconds to go in the third. Gabe Richard dancing in backcourt, crosses the timeline, guarded by Ben Engel, scoops it back out to Ritchie. Around a Brodus screen, comes all the way to the right side and pulls the trigger on a 3 from the right wing. No good. Rebounded by Jalen Schlegel. Jalen back to Ben Engel with 25 seconds in the quarter. Ben spins his way to front court, behind the back with a dribble, working his way to the left wing. Picks it up, comes to Schlegel between the circles. Looking inside, scoops it back out to Engel. 15 seconds in the quarter. Now Bryant sets a high screen. Ben Engel around to the right, into the corner for LaHoda. LaHoda around a Bryant screen up top with 8 seconds. Cody dribbles it off his foot. It's picked up by Schlegel with 5 seconds. Jalen dribbling all the way in. Goes to the corner. A 3 from LaHoda. Good at the horn! Well, just how they drew it up to end the third quarter. A wild possession, finishing with a 3 from Cody LaHoda. The Bulldogs lead by 33 at the end of 3. We'll go to the fourth tonight. All West, 63-30. We'll be back at KSHO.
Lynn Lanes in Lebanon, home of the best burger in town.
Good family fun. Bowling.
Open every day and until 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday nights. Ballistic bowling starts at 10 on Saturday nights.
Stop by Lynn Lanes in Lebanon.
Willamette Community Bank is proud to support local high school sports, music, and scholastic programs. Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, Vice President with Willamette Community Bank. Be part of the team and get behind our schools and our future leaders, serving you with branches in Albany and Lebanon.
Willamette Community Bank, service like no other, we promise. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Taking a detour down a gravel road isn't fun for you or your tires. Luckily at Les Schwab, along with great prices, all of our car or pickup tires come with the kind of protection most other places don't give you, like free flat repairs and more. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
The mission of Now Builders is treat every job like it's their only job, no matter how big or small, and they don't stop until their customer is 100% satisfied 100% of the time. Check out their portfolio of fine work at nowbuilders.com. Call Now Builders at 541-926-2858.
920 KSHO.
For new and used foreign and domestic auto parts, choose B&R Auto Wrecking. You can just log on to autowrecking.com. And remember, if you own a truck or car, think B&R. The wrecking ball that is the West Albany Bulldogs plowing through Dallas tonight, 63-30 through 3 quarters. West will begin the fourth quarter in possession, and they have taken their last 2 reserves and put them into the ballgame. Brady Young, Isaiah Edwards, joining Ben Engel, Cody LaHoda, Cameron Dixon on the floor here as we start the fourth. LaHoda's 3 at the buzzer of the third, giving West their biggest lead, 33, as Cameron Dixon works right of the lane, scoops it up top to LaHoda. LaHoda bounces to Brady Young, baseline jumper, front rim it off, and rebounded by Hayden Brodus for Dallas.
Got to mention, too, Brady Young and Isaiah Edwards had great JV games tonight. A lot of minutes, and Really good play.
We saw some fire from Brady Young in that JV game, too.
Yes, we did. Tell you, he's a pistol.
Got into a little bit of a altercation. I wouldn't even say altercation, just maybe a staring contest with a Dragon player.
Brady Young will back down from no one. One tough young man.
Dallas with a layup inside. Now West bringing it back to front court with a 31-point lead. A little less than a minute gone by in the fourth quarter. Isaiah Edwards goes left for Ben Engel. Engel to the cutting Edwards and off his hand and out of bounds. Well, West wanted, obviously, to finish up strong, but wanted to get their reserves some big minutes here down the stretch. One reason I'm sure we didn't see Brady Young or Isaiah Edwards until now is how much they played in that JV game.
Right. Which was a tight game there for quite a while.
Yeah, West didn't pull away till very late. Yeah, as Richie drives the baseline, tried to get it back out, had it stolen by Ben Engel. Ben's had a couple of steals tonight as he brings it up the floor with the right hand. Long ahead for Cameron Dixon on the wing. Looking in for Edwards, posting down low. Fouled on the catch, and that'll mean free throws. A 1-and-1 for Isaiah Edwards.
Still only 3 team fouls on the Bulldogs here in this half. The Bulldogs will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. The 8th team foul on Dallas.
Obviously, there would be some concern looking forward, and it's a long time. We hope we got a lot of basketball to play before next year, but there would be some concern losing Jalen Schlegel, Josh Bryant inside. But with Nate Sherwood coming back next year and the growth of Isaiah Edwards, I think he's going to be a star.
Yeah, certainly Isaiah Edwards. He's got all the skills, and he's got tremendous footwork. We talk about Jalen and his footwork. Isaiah Edwards, very good around the rim, very strong with the basketball, and only a sophomore.
Isaiah goes 1 of 2 from the line. Missed the second. Rebounded by Dallas. Brodus quickly ahead for Tishner. He launches a 3. Can't hit. Rebound saved in the corner by Cameron Dixon. And West with possession. 6.5 to play. Bulldogs doubling up the Dragons. 64-32. Cameron Dixon, Brady Young around to Lahota, sizing up a left wing 3. Way off. Missed that one off the window. Rebounded by Tishner. Tishner long ahead right corner for Richie. Richie spinning away from Lahota and fouled on the drive. Non-shooting foul, just the 4th of the half on West Albany. That one will go on Cody Lahota. His 3rd.
I tell you, this group brings some energy into this floor, doesn't it? Don't they? What did I say?
Well, typically you'll see the reserves, they want to prove something. They want to prove that they deserve to be out there for these key minutes. And obviously with a 32-point lead and 6:15 to go, the game is not in the balance, but you want to finish strong. The clock, by the way, is not moving right now, as we're going to get a jump ball on the rebound. The arrow will favor Dallas. Now, as if we needed to make this game any longer, the clock stuck at 6:16 for about 10 seconds. They ran it for 2 seconds after the jump ball, so it's now 6:14 to go in the game, 64-32 West. Richard inbounds to Richie. Back to the corner for Richard, who will launch a 3, air ball, rebound Brady Young. Brady scoops it back to Ben Engel. Yeah, and West will bring it to front court. Ben fouled on his way up the left side, and now Ben Engel will have a chance for some points as he's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. Foul number 9 on Dallas with 6 minutes left.
Ben, a very good free throw shooter. He's had himself a good game tonight too. What's the word I'm looking for? In giving Sawyer Reed some rest. And
in relief
of Sawyer Reed tonight.
Coming out of the bullpen?
Ben played very, very well tonight in relief.
Did not hit his free throw. Dallas the rebound is Benfit. Works it up ahead to Richie, then to Tishner, back to Richie. Tough shot on the run, missed it. Rebound Brady Young. Brady doing a nice job underneath. Ben Engel outlets it up ahead to Dixon, and Dixon is held and fouled, and suddenly they're going to start calling the touch fouls in a 32-point game with 6 minutes to go. But it will mean 2 free throws here for Cam Dixon. Foul number 10 on Dallas.
Impeded his progress to the basket. And that's the right thing to do. Had him grabbed with both hands.
He's impeding our chance to get home at a decent hour.
You probably got a 3-day weekend.
I do. And I took off today, so it's actually 4. There's Dixon. Free throw, up, and no good. So Cameron Dixon with his chance here to get in the book, missing on the first. 1 more to come as Daniel Thomas comes in. Bradley Huey, who matches Hayden Brodus as the tallest Dragon player on the roster at 6'5". He makes his first appearance, just a sophomore. Second free throw coming here for Cam, and he got it. So he's in the book with his first point. 65-32 West. 5:45 to play here tonight from Dallas High School. Just 2 games remain after this one in the regular season. Ben Engel is going to give a foul way up top. couple fouls to give for West, just their 5th team foul. 1 week remains in the regular season. It's stunning that we could already be to this point. But the Bulldogs are going to go to 9-3 in league play. Silverton, incidentally, has clinched the league. They won last night over Corvallis, 61-53, to go to 12-0. They cannot be caught. Not that they were going to be anyway, but they have won the league. West Albany playing for second and looking very strong to finish there. As on the drive to the rim, it's Richard. Dropping it off for Thomas. Thomas spinning, a little fadeaway. Good from Daniel Thomas. Thomas, a 6'4 junior. He's going to be back next year. Nice moves inside. Makes it 65-34. Dixon quickly into Brady Young. Little head fake. Fadeaway left-hand hook. No good. Rebounded by Thomas. Into the hands of Richard. And Richard will bring it across the timeline. Angling left. Feeds Tishner. Tishner to Richard to Richie. If you've got an itch, I don't blame you. As Thomas around to Tishner. Tishner's 3 is short. And a rebound to Brady Young. Brady fighting for possession, pulls it down. Handful of rebounds here in the 4th quarter for Brady Young. Brady's still trying to find his way into the scorebook. Ben Engel to Isaiah Edwards. Edwards up high. Back to Ben around a screen. Firing a 3. No good long. Rebounded by Huey. Well, the West offense has been cold here in the 4th quarter, but they have not needed to be at high octane. Leading by 31 still. Coming down on 4:20 to play. Richie to Thomas to Richard. Open for 3. And hitting a 3. Gabe Richard with a triple. 65-37 West. Brady Young bringing it up on his own. Picks up the dribble with Huey on him. Gets it to Edwards out on the right wing. Now up top for Engel. Engel around a solid Brady Young screen. Drives left to the key. Kicks it out to Cameron Dixon. Dixon calling the play as he sets it up, guarded by Tishner. Pushing left into the corner for Edwards. Edwards down inside for Brady Young. Got position. Couple pump fakes. Hits the cutting Dixon who lays it in.
What a pass by Brady Young. Got himself underneath the basket. Knew he wasn't likely to get it up there himself. Nice cut there by Cam to get the bucket too.
Richie on the drive. Nearly blocked by Brady Young, who really got up high for it. And technical foul on Dallas and their coach Trent Schwartz. Man. Wanting a foul maybe on the drive.
You know, I'm almost wondering if he wanted a goaltend or something. If Brady Young got a hand on that ball because he went up real late. I wonder if that's maybe what he was saying, but it was immediate.
Well, and Trent Schwartz immediately felt bad. He put his hand on his head and regretting the call, certainly, as Cameron Dixon to the line to shoot 2 technical free throws. First one is up and off. No good. Jesse Berkey is still waiting at the scorer's table. He'll come in after this free throw. Dixon, good on the second. 1 of 2 for Cam. And now here comes Jesse Berkey, replacing Ben Engel. Tyler Sommerfeld, Spencer McCarron returning for Dallas. 2 starters back in the lineup for the Dragons. As Cameron Dixon inbounds to backcourt for Jesse Berkey. 3.5 to play tonight from Dallas. West leading 68-37.
Jesse thrown into a spot here playing the 1, typically in at the 2.
Pass inside from Brady Young to Cody LaHoda, deflected out of bounds. It will stay with West Albany. And this is another kind of nice move by Coach Zimmerman. Give another player some time at the point.
You bet.
You never know what can happen when a player might be forced into duty.
Coach Zim, Jesse's the 1, and he needs to he looked over to the bench to see where he should be on this out-of-bounds play.
Cody LaHoda to inbound. It comes way up top for Berkey, out on the left wing. Guarded by Sommerfeld. Berkey crossing right to left on the wing into the corner for Edwards. Edwards to Brady Young. Skips it right for Berkey. Open for 3. In and out, no good. Isaiah Edwards tips the rebound out long where it's claimed by Tishner for Dallas. Into front court with under 3 to play. Tishner, right corner, Thomas. Juggled it in on the sideline. And comes back out top for Sommerfeld. Over to the right for Tishner. Into the corner for McCarron. Guarded by Berkey. Lobbed into Huey through his hands and into the hands of Cody LaHoda. West ball up 31, 2:40 to go. Jesse Berkey calling the play. Comes up top for Brady Young. Young holding, looking for cutters into the corner for LaHoda. He'll step into a baseline jumper and hit it. Cody LaHoda with a 2 along the baseline, and the Bulldogs are to 70-37.
Last few games, Cody LaHoda really beginning to assert himself offensively. He's got a really nice, soft shooting touch.
Bradley Huey Up top, lobbing it in for Thomas. Thomas underneath is fouled by Dixon. He will shoot 2 free throws. Well, West Albany narrowly missed a 70-point game on Tuesday against Woodburn. Wound up with 69, but nearly 70, let's say, in 4 straight games. Just a point shy. Otherwise, 77 against Lebanon, 70 against Crescent Valley, 69 against Woodburn, and 70 here tonight with 2:12 to play. The Bulldog offense clearly clicking. Daniel Thomas at the foul line. Free throw is good. A little chuckle there for those who don't have the video portion. Wally attempts to do the color, has a fan come and stand directly in his line of sight for some reason unbeknownst to us.
And I don't want to move too far forward because then I'd be in yours.
The adventures of broadcasting, a high school sport. And there we go.
Right.
Now you're clear. Both free throws good from Thomas. 70-39. West Albany coming down on 2 minutes now to play as Ben Engel back in for West. He's in for Lahota and throwing it almost away. Tyler Sommerfeld on the far side thought that ball had been last touched by West Albany. He let it go out of bounds. Could have easily grabbed it, but it was last touched by Dallas, so West will maintain possession. Bulldogs will get their 15th win of the regular season, 9th win in the Mid-Willamette Conference, as Dallas is going to fall to 2-10 in the league, 5-16 overall. Berkey feeds Dixon, Cameron Dixon, to Brady Young now just inside the arc, inside for Isaiah Edwards, spinning his way into the corner. Berkey for a 3, front rim no good. Dixon tried to tip it and could not. It comes down to Dallas with McCarron. McCarron off to the left for Dakota Nelson. Another first-time entry here for Dallas. Back to McCarron, now to Sommerfeld. All the way to the right wing. Skipping it way left for McCarron. Faking the 3, now pulling the 3 and hitting the 3 from the corner. Got Brady Young in the air. Cleared some space and hit a 3. 70-42 West. 1:17 to go. Inside it's Brady Young. Down low to Edwards. Isaiah inside. He is fouled on the way up, and 2 free throws for Isaiah Edwards. West Albany has said not a lot of offense here in this quarter. Basically everything they've had has been from the foul line.
Yeah, and that time the bigs working well together. Brady Young, Isaiah Edwards. Good job of a little nonverbal communication there. Good job of finding Isaiah. Goes strong to the hoop, draws the foul, and hits the first.
Yeah, Edwards good on free throw number 1. 1 more to come. Bulldogs with just 8 points here in the fourth quarter, and I think 6 of them have come from the foul line. That jumper by Lahota. Oh, and Dixon has a layup. So 2 field goals here in this quarter. Edwards missing on the second, rebounded by Dallas and Daniel Thomas. Off to Chase Mock. Now he has come in, as both teams, I think, have gone through the entirety of their roster here tonight. Thomas scooping it out. McCarron going to try another 3. This one's front rimming off. And rebound comes loose on the floor and is claimed again by Brady Young. Good fourth quarter of rebounds for Brady. Ben Engel with it across the timeline with 50 seconds to play. West by 29. Engel to Edwards. Backdoor cut Berkey. He goes up, can't hit. Hits the floor looking for a foul. No whistle this time, and Dallas comes the other way. McCarron crossing the foul line, goes to the corner. Nelson a 3 that's short. Rebounded by Dallas. Finally pulled down. McCarron going inside. Bounces it to Huey. Blocked by Young, but a foul. Brady Young.
Man, some hang time from Brady.
The foul is going to go on Ben Engel. Engel got him down low. Brady went up high to swat that one away from Bradley Huey.
He's got such great timing. It's so fun to watch Brady Young when he knows he's got a beat on the block.
Bradley Huey with the free throw, around and off, no good. There was a moment, I didn't mention it Tuesday night. I should have given you credit in the JV game.
I know where you're going with this.
This was in the JV game. Woodburn got the ball coming underneath. Brady Young was standing underneath the rim, and Wally turned to us and said, "Here comes a Brady Young block." And 2 seconds later, Brady sent the shot flying. You nailed it.
Oh man! Sometimes circumstances they just line up. You know what's about to happen.
Mosier Locke comes in for Dallas. As Huey hit the second free throw, so it's 71-43. Final 27 seconds tonight from Dallas. As Ben Engel accelerates through some traffic, comes out to Berkey. Jesse, what a ball fake on Mock. And Jesse just kind of shakes his head, a little goofing around as he did a 2-hand ball fake over the head of Chase Mock and got him turned around, but not taking advantage of it. As Ben Engel backs it out. Dakota Nelson, good aggressive defense as 5 count will now be taken off, and Ben Well, let the horn sound. And West Albany took control of this game midway through the first quarter, and they cruised from there. A balanced effort and an impressive effort. A night where West Albany needed to take care of business, and they did just that. Final score tonight, West Albany 71, Dallas 43. We'll take a break, come back to wrap this one up on KSHO.
The short drive to Corvallis will save you time and money. This is Steve Buckner from Wilson Motors, inviting you to experience the notable difference at Wilson Motors, 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis. Check us out at saveatwilson.com.
Figaro's in Albany now has the ultimate super combo and the ultimate super meat, only $16.99 or $17.99 baked. Albany Figaro's in front of Fred Meyer. And ask about their gluten-free crust, 541-924-9303.
920 KSHO.
All right back here with you from Dallas High School. Ryan Pitts, Wally Ordeman, Jeff Keider. Glad you could be with us tonight as West Albany wins easily in Dallas, 71-43 over the Dragons. Dallas staying right around their average for points scored on the year. Came in at 41.9 points per game. West keeps them there. The Bulldogs with 71, 3 of their last 4 games, scoring 70 points. The offense picking up. Chad Sherwood big again tonight. Not as big as he had been the last few games, but he didn't have to be. 19 points for Chad. Didn't play the entire fourth quarter. And a very balanced Bulldog effort tonight.
It really was. You know, Bulldogs had 7 players score in the first half, and certainly added to that total there in the second half. It was balanced all the way around. A lot of Bulldogs got boards. Everybody contributed, and we aren't going to. We could probably single out a superstar in this game, and Chad probably, with the 19 points certainly. But there were a lot of players that put out a very good and exciting effort tonight with the Bulldogs. Certainly on the boards, it was pretty much one and done for Dallas on with Bulldogs grabbing defensive boards, and especially in the first half, the offensive rebounding by the Bulldogs was creating so many possessions and so many opportunities that really helped the Bulldogs pull away. Defensively tonight for the Bulldogs, I thought that their full court pressure really rattled Dallas, especially in the first half. West continued with good half-court pressure there at the end of the third and into the fourth, and made things very difficult for Dallas tonight.
Yeah, West stepping on the air hose, to borrow a phrase that you like to use. They really took Dallas out of this game early. The Dragons led 5-4 midway through the first quarter. West Albany kind of sluggish on offense. Both these teams had 6 turnovers in the first quarter. Neither one was really operating at high velocity, but West was able to put it together, went on a 10-0 run. Those bursts that they've been able to have in the last 3 or 4 games where they put distance between themselves and the opponent, that's how you know that they are just getting to that point where things are clicking. You look up, it's a 1-point game. You close your eyes, open them up, and it's 10.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs, when they go on those kinds of runs, we can't forget that a lot of that is spurred by their defensive presence and what they're doing on the defensive end. And then they get down the floor so quickly in transition. It's 1 pass, maybe 2, and they can be at the rim. And it's just, the excitement of the Bulldogs running the floor so hard. I thought Sawyer Reed, especially end of the first quarter, was really pushing the ball hard. Coach Zim was exhorting his team, get going, get the pace up in this game. And that all starts with Sawyer. When he gets the outlet pass or gets it from out of bounds, he takes it hard down the floor. And it's tough for the opponent to catch up, and Dallas certainly couldn't do that tonight.
Now, you could make the argument, if you wanted to be kind of on the negative side, that West has won the last 4 games against teams that they should beat. Now, Crescent Valley would be the lone exception. The Raiders are a good team, and West handled them easily at home. But they've beaten Lebanon, Woodburn, and Dallas, the other 3 wins. And those are 3 teams you would expect a good team to beat. What impresses me is the way that West Albany has done it. They're not squeaking by these teams. They're blowing them out. 40 over Lebanon, 28 over Crescent Valley, 17 over Woodburn, 28 tonight in a game that easily could have been 50 if they'd wanted it to be.
We had concerns early in this season about whether West Albany was going to indeed be able to step on the air hose against some of these teams.
Yeah.
I'll point out the Liberty game where it was a very deliberate, very slow game and a sluggish effort by the Bulldogs, and we wondered what was going to happen. The Bulldogs' effort in the Bend tournament, losing 2 games that they possibly, one certainly they should have won. You almost wondered if the team was a little lethargic or was playing down to the level of the teams that they knew they should beat. Not anymore. This team, they are playing hard. They're playing like men, and they are not allowing teams to make runs at them and stay in games once the Bulldogs get the momentum.
Even as recently as 4 games ago on the 1st of February against Silverton, we had big concerns talking on that long ride home about where this West Albany season was going to go if the Bulldogs had what it took to make the postseason. They have proven in the last 4 that they certainly do. They have several quote-unquote stars, but they have one bona fide star right now in Chad Sherwood, a guy who clearly can go for 20, 25, 30 points on any given night if the Bulldogs give him the ball enough times. But so many supporting players and other quote-unquote stars. Jalen Schlegel has done a tremendous job all season long. Nate Sherwood had another great night. You've got Sawyer Reed, a guy who very, very rarely will get mentioned in a game recap at the end of the night, but does such a good job just running the point. He takes care of the ball. He doesn't make silly mistakes, and he manages the game. That's a cliche I use over and over and over. We've used it with Bulldog quarterbacks, but the same is true of the point guard. Just manage the game, take care of the ball. He's done a great job with that. And Josh Bryant again tonight, showing what he's capable of on any given night.
Both Josh and Nate, I think, are playing well within themselves right now. They are filling roles in these games that absolutely have to be filled, but they are doing it in such a great way. Nate is now the threat inside and out. We knew he could shoot from the outside, so you have to pay attention to him both ways. Josh Bryant's going to be a threat inside, but even he dares defenses to try and defend him down there, especially when he gets the ball down low. But he positions himself so well that not only if he doesn't get a possession, if the ball's not tossed into him, he is in perfect position to get a rebound. That's why we're seeing Josh get so many offensive boards and put back opportunities.
West Albany wins tonight 71-43 over Dallas. Let's take our final break here if we need one, and then we'll have Jeff Kiter with our stats at KSHO.
Making life easier and more productive, that's what Lynn Benton Tractor can do for you. And it all begins by discovering how the full line of Kubota equipment can help.
Lynn Benton Tractor, we're still doing business the American way.
Highway 99E Tangent.
Building a home, remodeling, spring a leak? Think Brass Plumbing. Prompt quality service at affordable rates. Whatever your plumbing needs, including disasters, count on Brass Plumbing. Call 926-2727 for Brass Plumbing.
Looking to save money on lighting fixtures? Larry and Marge Tomlin, owners of J&J Electric, invite you to compare prices, but don't buy until you've seen the high quality and low prices at J&J. Visit their spectacular showroom. The hometown folks at J&J Electric appreciate your business. J&J Electric, South Pacific and 22nd in Albany.
Serving the Mid-Valley for 37 years with collision, mechanical, glass, and RV repair, Pacific Auto Services is now Stavros Auto Services. Same people, same commitment to excellence. You've got their name on it. Call Stavros Auto Services at 541-926-7248.
Unforgettable 920.
All right, now we are back after our final break here at Dallas High School. West Albany wins tonight 71-43 over Dallas. I welcome back in the trooper of the night, Jeff Kiter. Obviously not feeling well. Jeff, we got to get you home here soon, but you do have our final game stats for a nice Bulldog win.
Yeah, nice Bulldog win. Bulldogs ended up shooting 46% from the field compared to Dallas, who shot 34%. The Bulldogs were 19 of 33 inside the three-point arc, and they were 6 of 21 from three-point range. Bulldogs also were 15 of 21 from the free throw line. They had 36 rebounds, and they had 15 assists on 25 made baskets. Turnovers, Dallas had 18, and West Albany had 14 turnovers for the game. Individually leading the way, West Albany had 4 players in double figures, led by Chad Sherwood, 21 points. He was 5 of 7 from 2 and 2 of 7 from 3. He's also 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Also chipped in with 2 rebounds and 4 assists and 3 steals. Cameron Dixon had 4 points. Sawyer Reed had 3 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Brandon Dixon played but didn't score. Jesse Berkey had 2 points. Ben Engel played, didn't score. Isaiah Edwards had 2 points and 1 rebound. Brady Young, 5 rebounds. Cody LaHoda had 5 points. And yes, Cody LaHoda had 5 points. Nate Sherwood had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Jalen Schlegel, 10 points and 8 rebounds, just barely missing a double-double. Josh Bryant, 11 points and 6 rebounds. And finishing the scoring for the Bulldogs was Keaton Bader. He had 2 points and 4 rebounds. Good win for the Bulldogs. Corvallis on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yes.
Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome.
Jeff Kiter fighting his way through the illness tonight. Getting the headset back to Wally, who does not even disinfect it. You are a brave man. As Wally retakes the headset, we turn our attention to our next broadcast, which will be Tuesday night at home against Corvallis. Now, West Albany beat Corvallis the first time, 45-28. Corvallis had a stretch in that game. We'll talk about it again on Tuesday, where from about the 2-minute mark, minute and a half mark of the first quarter until about 3.5 to go in the third quarter, Corvallis did not score a single point. And West Albany took control of the game. They won it 45-28. It was the fewest points West Albany had ever allowed in the Mid-Willamette Conference. I'm sure it was the fewest points Corvallis had ever scored in a very, very long time. But Corvallis played that night without Marion Clark, who was their best player. He will be back on Tuesday, and the Spartans seem to be playing their best ball of the year. They put 90 points on South Albany last Friday, and on Tuesday night, or rather last night, so it would be Tuesday night, they put 90 on South Albany. Last night they played again. They played Silverton and only lost by 8. So Corvallis seems to be coming on at the right time. Obviously, West is coming on at the right time. It's a big game.
Yeah, it's a clash of titans, and regardless of what Corvallis' record is, you always circle that one on the calendar because they can always bring it. And it would be no surprise if that ended up being a very close and tight game. West Albany certainly would be favored. Fortunate that the Bulldogs get them at home for this game. And West really has a lot on the line in this game. They need to maintain that top 8 in the power rankings. And certainly a victory over Corvallis would go a long way toward that. Coach Zim, he wants 2 victories over Coach Garrison in Mid-Willamette play this year. Coach Zim getting his first one in this last meeting. Love to get another one and just ride this momentum right now.
West Albany will go for their 5th consecutive win on Tuesday when we get back at it against Corvallis. Nearing the end of the regular season, just 1 week remaining, 2 games remaining. We're almost to spring. Oregon State played their first baseball game today. Time's flying right by. 1 week left, and then the postseason. We certainly hope that it'll be a postseason of 1 home game and then maybe a trip down to Eugene for some playoffs at Matthew Knight Arena. That's the ultimate goal. Bulldogs are 2 games away from that goal. And join us, won't you, to see if they can achieve that goal. Thank you, Wally.
Thanks, Ryan. It was great. We'll look forward to next Tuesday.
Certainly my thanks to Jeff Kiter. And got to get Jeff in the car and get him home, get him to bed, and get him healthy for Tuesday. We all want to be healthy on Tuesday night as West takes on Corvallis. Thank you, Dave Adams, back in the studio tonight. We'll see you on Tuesday. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Final score here tonight, West Albany 71 and Dallas 43. You heard it here on KSHO.
If you'd like to do it yourself or need helpful advice doing it, your neighborhood Ace Hardware and Contractor Center can help. Economy Supply Building Center has been that helpful place for over 58 years. Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street in Lebanon.
Need some electrical work in your home or business, but it just seems like too small of a job to call the pros? No matter what the job, call City and Suburban Electric. Proud to be a contributing member of our community. City and Suburban Electric. Call 451-5609.
Lassen RV at Albany has the new RV models on the lot now, ready for you to buy. Lassen RV Service Department has a new truckload of parts and accessories on sale just in time for fall fix-up. From changing a light bulb to rebuilding your entire RV. No job is too big or too small for Lassen RV in Albany, where friends send their friends.
Join the fun at the Albany Athletic Club. Group fitness classes from low-impact dance to traditional circuit training, plus racquetball and more. Watch your waistline shrink and your health improve every day. Start now at the Albany Athletic Club on Hickory next to Tom's Garden Center.
Unforgettable 920.
Thanks for listening to tonight's broadcast of West Albany High School basketball on the unforgettable 920 KSHO. Bulldogs basketball has been brought to you by Economy Supply Building Center, City and Suburban Electric, Albany Grocery Outlet, Mark Thomas Motors, Courtesy Corner Shell, H&R Block, Stavros Auto Services, Willamette Community Bank, Lassen RV, J&J Electric, Les Schwab Tires of Albany, Lynn Lanes, Brass Plumbing, Crabtree Automotive, Power Honda, Figaro's, Albany Athletic Club, Linco Federal Credit Union, Burgerville, Now Builders, Wilson Motors, and by Lynn Benton Tractor. Listen throughout the season for more exciting Bulldogs basketball here on 920 KSHO. This broadcast is exclusive property of Eads Broadcasting, Unforgettable 920 KSHO, and Ryan Wally Productions. U.S. copyright law protects this broadcast. Duplication or rebroadcast of any portion of this program is strictly prohibited without prior written consent. We now join our regular programming.
You found us, so now tell your friends. America's best music is on the show. AM 920 KSHO.